Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Light and Darkness. My apologies for the lack of Light and Darkness and pretty much every other series over the past week and many more weeks actually, as I've been rather indisposed, and more on that in my vlog which is coming up in a few days. So, let us now see that we have received an offer of vassalage from King Yaroghlek. Now, the reason why I started the recording here was mainly due to the fact that I think we're probably going to be accepting this, mostly because I would like to assist their vassals in combat and gain renown that way. Now, the only problem with that, of course, that I have seen so far is the fact that, of course, I cannot start my own kingdom as quickly as I would like to, because what I was actually doing when this invite came up was resting at Zendar, but that was after I was scouting around and actually identifying which faction I would actually declare war upon for us to be able to take one of their strongholds and convert that into our own faction. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're probably going to be accepting it for now, and then maybe later down the line we will start our own. That's very difficult, you know, because I was actually planning on joining the varieties anyway, because I like to use their units rather considerably, but that's difficult. You would be granted the honor of becoming a vassal. Oh, this is a very difficult decision. I really want to accept, but I also want to decline because I want to make my own kingdom. Offering you the fief of Sambuya for your loyal service. I don't know, because the main problem I'm having at the moment is the fact that when I was scouting, there were barely any strongholds that actually posed a significant, tempting target. So I think we will be accepting for now, and when we increase our party size even further, get our companions more powerful and everything, so then we will be leaving the Vagirs, I suppose, and yes, we will be accepting this. In order to become a vassal, you must swear an oath of homage to King Yaroghlek. You have to find him and give him your oath in person, and he should be close to Yayek. So let us stop here and let us make sure that we actually get to find Yayek, which is, I thought it was in Nordlands, but it seems not. It may be close to that. Oh no, I think we probably have to use our notes here, and let's go to locations, and then let's find it. Oh yes, there it is. Okay, show on map. Oh wow, okay, it was hidden by the W of Wurchek, so that's actually very close indeed. Let's try to head over there. Now, what I was also doing was recruiting a bunch of units. As you can see here, we do have 55 Vajir recruits who have all leveled up due to our trainer skill, of course, and we have some Swadians as well, as many of you have stated in the comments that Swadian cavalry is amazing, and we should probably get some, and I've actually been planning on getting some for quite some time, so yes, finally we have been able to do that. Oh, I see. Okay, so it seems as though the Vagirs are on a complete rampage across the Dahua Empire, and they are attempting to prevent them from recruiting any potential units. Okay, so King Yaroghlek now says, "I've been expecting you. Word has reached my ears of your exploits. Why, I keep hearing such tales of prowess and bravery that my mind was quickly made up. I knew that I had found someone worthy of becoming my vassal. Oh, yes. Thank you, my lord. You honor me with your offer. Or, it is good to have my true value recognized." Yes, either one is fine. Let us dispense with the formalities. Are you ready? Yes, I am. Very nice. We will skip through this. We have done this many times before. Lawful claims and everything. Oh, yes. You've given me your solemn oath. Yes, there we are. Okay, so he is going to give us Sambuya, I believe. And now that the Hua Empire is, of course, at war with us, but they are at war with everyone, I should think. And they were attempting to attack us in the first place anyway, so I don't think we really need to worry too much. Okay, so Sambuya is this down here. It is looted, but it is rather close to Zendar, so I'm actually very pleased with that indeed. Now, what I also spotted down in this area right here were some faction units from Aha. It could be this fellow, but I don't know whether we can actually take him on just yet. That's what I was actually attempting to do, was level these guys up, these guys right here, and then once they had leveled up, I think we can probably take on practically any of the Dahua Empire vassals, or at least I hope so, because they do have some very specialist and powerful units. So maybe what I will be doing instead is actually going to Zendar and resting for quite some time, getting my trainer skill to work its magic, and we will also then have a rather brilliant force to take on the Dahua Empire with. Now, of course, we do have these, which are Dark Avengers. I suppose these are the advancement from Dark Knights. So, this is a little tricky. They have Elite Knights. I think Elite Knights are probably much better than what I have at the moment. Thankfully, we do outrun this fellow, so I don't think he's going to be too much trouble. Now, something else I actually noticed when I entered Zendar was this option right here. We can change our banner, and that is exactly what I am going to do. Now, what I did previously was actually select this banner from the default that we had, because I had just noticed this and I thought, oh yes, let's try that out, see if it works for the actual recording. And here we are. So I was actually going to select this bear because that is reminiscent of the original King Barney himself, and I thought it might be very nostalgic indeed. We can actually take a look at the other banners here, but I don't believe I will be choosing anything else. Of course, if any of you have any suggestions about what you think would actually be quite suitable for Billy, then by all means leave that in the comments section below. But I think for now, considering there is, as I say, a lot of nostalgia for the purple bear, well, shall we say the yellow bear on the purple background, we will be going for that. And as I say that, we will be now resting on the spot for quite some time, and once I have leveled up our units, well, the lower half of our army, shall we say, then I will cut back. Okay, so upon resting for some time, I have leveled up a few of our units right here. Not too many and not very high level, unfortunately, but we had a call to arms by Kumipa, I believe. There he is right there. We will be speaking to him and asking if he needs our assistance, of course. He actually has -3 relation with us for whatever reason. No idea why that is. And, ooh, yes. Don't cross me and we'll get along fine, he says. Oh, no. Okay. Yes, I have a good company of hardened soldiers with me, and that increases his relation by 1. Not too bad. So, what does he want us to do? Okay, he just wants us to, I suppose, raid and siege Alberk Castle with him. So we are going to be selecting him a company. There we are. And now time will pass us by, and we will see how long it takes them to actually head into Alberk Castle itself, as I am currently hoping that we will be able to take this pretty fast, and then maybe be able to get it awarded to ourselves, because we are the chosen one, technically, so we may get rewarded in such a fashion, who knows. But anyway, we will now be witnessing the peace between the Swadians and the Rodoks, of course, but other than that, we will be increasing the speed at which time passes, and now he needs a task that we can potentially help him with. So, let us speak and see what he needs. Aha, we need to scout Alberk Castle, Wurcheg, and Coulom. Okay, you found your volunteer, and that is relation increasing. Very nice indeed. Coulom's all the way over there. I think we're probably going to not have a very good time on that, that is for sure. But anyway, let us scout Alberk Castle. There it is. Let's scout Wurcheg as carefully as possible, because I am pretty sure there's going to be, whoa, quite a few units there. And as you can see, there's actually a Death Eye. Not entirely sure what a Death Eye is, but I'm hoping that we don't actually meet one just yet. Not at least until I have a very strong army indeed, and then we'll be able to take it on in combat. That would be nice. So let's attempt to get round here to Coulom as quickly as possible. And, ooh, we could actually take that guy down. He only has 29 in his army. That would actually improve our chances of capturing him, perhaps, and giving our units some rather nice experience gain in the process. So, let us attempt to chase him down. We are faster than him, so that is good. And he states, "Who the hell are you?" Well, I am Billy, of course. Oh, yes. So, surrender or die. Oh, yes. Okay. So, he does only have 23, and yeah, not entirely pleased with that, but I don't really have the strongest army at the moment, and so it would actually help us out quite a bit to fight these fellows, and then, from the resulting experience, be able to snowball and get an incredible amount of power and continue rolling down the hill, as it were. So, let's attempt to do so. Now, what I did do, which may have been a mistake, was transform every single Vagia recruit that I had, which was 55, into skirmishers and archers of the like. So, we are going to see a lot of archers, as you can see. Wow! That is actually very nice indeed, although I may have gone overboard a little bit, who knows, but yes, anyway, I did turn all of the Swadians into cavalry, or as many cavalry as I could get. I was only able to sufficiently get a rough number of cavalry rather than actual infantry, because of course they are footmen to begin with. So, let us charge everyone in. We will then tell the archers to hold position once more. And the Swadian footman did actually get taken out, but I don't believe that is too bad at the moment. And we will just attempt to assist them as much as possible, so that they can get good amounts of XP. Oh yes, there we are. That was very easy indeed. It seems as though the Lord was taken out incredibly quickly by the looks of things. I was going to say that he wasn't actually in the battle. Maybe he was too wounded to participate. But that does not seem to be the case. Anyway, we do get to take some Nord Templars and Huskarls, and maybe we should take some warriors and veterans as well. Huh, maybe we should just take every one of them. I mean, why not? We may as well get our trainer skill doing a good amount of work right here. Why not? Okay, so one of you stated in the comments, I believe, or a few of you maybe, that if you wear the entire set of the Freedom armor, that you do get something as a bonus. Now, I have reinforced every single piece, and I don't believe I have gloves. I mean, there are knight gauntlets right here, but I don't believe they actually do anything apart from looking similar to this armor. So let's just take a look here, and it states that we lose 1 leadership, and of course we lose the power strike from the fighting glove. So I'm a little bit puzzled about what you all meant by that. Maybe you could shed some light on that even further, if there is indeed something that occurs. Well, never mind. We will be switching that back because I think the leadership is going to help us out quite a bit, and I will then move on to that weapon that we just scrolled over just there and let you know what it is. It is Excalibur, of course, and I actually found this on my journeys around Calradia attempting to recruit. I was beset upon by a Dark Knight party, and I fought them and got this. So we're actually very lucky indeed. Excalibur has some other names, such as Steelbreaker, Ironcutter, and Lakeborn. It is said to be the token of King Arthur's crown, whose owner, wielding this sword with elven magic, successfully made the knights kneel before him, and finally established his reign with many victories. So that is very cool indeed, and I don't believe it's better than Narsil, but it's something very nice indeed anyway, and I think we're probably going to be giving that to one of our companions very shortly indeed, but I think for now, instead of doing that, we will be heading off and hopefully getting back to Alberk Castle in time for Kumipa to accept our quest completion. Let us hope anyway. So let's just head in here very, very fast and level up 31 archers. Whoa, that is rather serious leveling right there. Oh yes, 8 elite archers as well. I like that a lot. Okay, now Rolf has actually advanced in level. I have been increasing his strength so as to get him more power strike, more power throw, and all of that to help him along the way of slaughtering all of our enemies, of course. So now we will be heading on to Alberk and speeding up time oh. Yeah, I don't even know how you're supposed to do this quest in time. I suppose I was not meant to chase after that fellow, and maybe I could have made it. But really, that's not a great distance from Coulomb, and even shorter distance from the bridge that we actually covered. So, not entirely sure why that happened, but oh well. We did actually gain 3,300 experience from, well, failing it, but we completed half of it, so I suppose that's not too bad. And, oh! The prosperity of your land, Sambuja, doubled. Very nice. That is due to the revelation of fire. That's very nice. Good.